Can print all sorts of components and products and things like that. But what we are talking about is a large-scale, three-dimensional printer that, for lack of a better terminology for an introductory level video, basically is a giant toothpaste tube pouring out concrete, creating the structural walls and shape and frame of a residential home, a home that you could absolutely live in with, for the most part, really good insulated quality walls that can be built with cavities for electrical and plumbing and further insulation and soundproofing and all kinds of things. But it's a broad topic. But if you are making a move specifically here to the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area, or really anywhere in Texas, it's an industry that is very, very early stage, but it is growing. There's some really cool passive solar concepts when it comes to 3D printed homes where at a relatively low cost, relative to the traditional cost of a home, you could print a 3D home somewhat cheaper. Some people are saying that these homes can be printed for pennies on the dollar, but that doesn't tell the whole story. Typically, you can print the structure, then there's some finish out and roofing. There's a greater need for structural soundness underneath the home and the foundation because of the weight of it. But it is a really, really cool concept where a home can be built quickly, cost effectively, from an energy use perspective. More likely than not, in most scenarios, you're going to be more energy efficient than traditional building materials, virtually fireproof and more stormproof, and a lot of other things that are relevant to the Texas area, the heat, the wind, tornadoes, storms, things like that. So it's a concept that is gaining some steam at the moment. It's a concept that is very popular in the homesteading movement, in the tiny house community and things like that. And when I say very popular, I mean it's most popular in those communities. We are not yet seeing a 3D printed home in a traditional community in between what we would call stick-built homes with 2x4s and traditional framing. Now, we have seen some 3D printed communities in the Austin, Texas area, and we're seeing some small projects pop up in cities around the state. But here in the DFW area, we're seeing it, single homes being built for single property owners on, again, homesteads, small farms.